have to cut it up so I don't choke like a baby. You can hear it started raining again. Welcome back to another hot tent adventure. This time in the Pomoly locomotive tent in one of my prime locations. So it's a different one to what it was last time in the snowy camp one. And it has just started raining while I'm setting up, which is a bit of a ball ache, but you know what, it's going to be nice and relaxing. Which is what leads me to this awning. That's why I put it in this configuration, so that I can sort of sit out when I'm having a brew or something to eat. If it is raining, I can sit out and still look and see a bit of a view. There is, just behind my tent, which luckily enough I pitched here, there's a down birch tree that's gone over, and that went over last time, but we have had quite a bit of wind, so that's good on my part, innit? So I've got a birch tree just here that I'm going to process up for the firewood for the stove. So we've got some hardwood to burn, so we're not putting holes all in tent. I will probably get a little bit of pine just to get the stove going initially, but mix it up with a bit of birch as well, so it's not just spitting all over the place. And then I think the first thing before I get any wood processed is to get a brew on and chill out. A wise man once said, if you haven't got a coffee in your hand, you don't look busy enough. It's coffee break time. So the tent's full of firewood now, ready for the stove for tonight. This evening though, I am gonna get a fire going in the fire pit that's just down there, because I brought a nice thick juicy steak to put on there with my little bushcraft grill. So rather than waste some of that wood that I've got for the stove in there, I'm gonna conserve that and have a little bit of outdoor cooking this evening and keep warm, because since it stopped raining, it's dropped quite cold and it seems quite dark as well. Maybe it's just because it's so cloudy. It does get dark about 4 p.m. in winter here, sometimes a little bit earlier, but let's get this fire pit going, get warm around it. I'll take this log down to sit on and we'll chill out for a bit. Look at that, lovely. So I'm just gonna get seasoned on my spices. I think I do need a little bit more pepper, to be fair, but it is what it is. We'll get a bit of salt on there. Get a bit of pepper after I ration this. We'll flip it over. Same again. And we'll get that on the fire once it's died down a bit. Beautiful is that. I have to cut it up so I don't choke like a baby. But look at that. Nice and pink. Lovely is that. Yes. Let's tuck into this bad boy. Looks lovely, does this? It's what you want on a cold, wet, rainy day. Perfect amount of salt with that. Lovely. I don't know what it is, but when you cook over a fire, it's a lot tender, a lot more tender, rather than chewing away at it. Lovely. Fire started to die down a bit because that surge of rain that we had. Just keeps raining on and off. So annoying. It's gonna rain. Don't lead me into a false sense of security. So I'm gonna have this. Now, I don't know. I might just let this die out. Have a bit of a chill around it after I finish this while it's still warm. Get a bit of that radiant heat. Then I need to get back to the tent, I think. It's getting dark slowly. So I need to get back to the tent and get stove lit maybe. And I think I'm ready for a brew, me. So I need a brew. So I'll get back to you when I've finished. Oh. Beautiful. So just a little update for everyone. I will be dropping a video very shortly that's based around my winter loadout gear that I use, because the winter camping tends to be quite popular. Obviously, yeah, we're in winter, so it is going to be more popular. But I'm going to go do a little rundown of all the gear that I use. It will be based at my house, so, and I'll run through every single bit of gear what I actually use when I'm out in the woods, and I'll give you the names of everything. I'll try put in the description everything that's been said, all the gear, so there's a list of it, a gear list. As mentioned before in a previous video, it's all going to be in the description box from now on. And then hopefully it can give you guys some insight into what I actually use and how I stay warm, because it can be quite cold, especially here in UK. It's so unpredictable, its weather. It can go from raining to snowing to being sunny, so it's just good to know what's decent gear, because I've used so much gear that I've watched YouTube videos of, and they're all saying it's good, and it's not always all that. So this is just tried and tested gear that hopefully you guys enjoy using if you decide to purchase. Just about getting settled now. Brought all my stuff in from outside. Didn't want to leave it out there to get soaking wet through, because it keeps trying to rain on and off, so fingers crossed we get some through tonight though. Can't beat it. Bit of white noise. Got plenty of wood to go at. I do need to load the stove back up again. Just make sure there's plenty of embers in there so I can just do log at a time. Well, halves. Well, pretty much halves and quarters, so just one at a time. And it just keeps it going nice and warm. Got 2 films saved again on my phone. So if I can make it through at least one tonight, that'll be a bonus. If not, I'll catch up with it in morning, because no doubt I'll wake up earlier. I'll wake up before it's light, so I won't be able to do any filming then. So Got 2 snacks to go at as well. Can't beat it. I just love hot tenting. Brilliant, especially in winter. Hot tenting's the way forward. It is. Technology's come on so far now as well, like you can just fit a little stove like this in your backpack. Why not? I've had this stove about 5 years now. 4 or 5 years it is. So it just shows they do last if you get a decent one. Yeah, brilliant little stove. For how small it is, it doesn't half rock some heat up in here. So I'm just going to finish my brew. Might get another one straight on after, I'll be honest with you. Get stove stoked up. And I'll probably bring you guys back in the morning. But I'll bring you guys back. You can hear it started raining again. And also winds picked up. So I thought I'd bring you back so you can see. But look at that view. Nice glowing stove. That's my TV for now. I've just been watching a film and thought, do you know what, I'm going to turn it off. It's raining. Got a stove to look at and rain to listen to. Cannot beat it. Like crazy gusts of wind just appearing out of nowhere. So peaceful though with that rain. Yeah. Finished my brew. So I might get either another brew on or a Horlicks that I've got. It's like a sachet, it's like a malted milk drink. Quite nice before bed if I'm honest. Look at that rain going now. I don't think it'll be long before I'm asleep. I'm shattered. Absolutely shattered. I wouldn't normally be if I were at home. That's the thing, when you're at home and you've got all like stuff going on at home, you feel like you just ping awake, don't you? In woods I always seem to go to sleep a bit earlier. Just can't beat it. That's why I love hot tenting. Because you can just get cosy. I could strip off now. It'd be perfectly fine, but I'm keeping my clothes on so that I can go out and brush my teeth when I need to. Just before bed and use the toilet. Nature's toilet. I mean, I'm not looking forward to it in this weather, but needs must. But I think I'm going to say good night, and I will see you all in the morning for a coffee. Well, it's a chilly one this morning. I woke up nice and cosy and warm under the sleeping bag, but then I was just like, oh, I really don't want to get out. And you just don't want to get up and get sorted. I knew my clothes were probably going to be a bit cool. Yeah. But I slept in today. Normally I'm not even awake before it's light. But I woke up the second it got light this morning, which were about 7:30. So that was quite a line for me. Got toasty warm last night with stove going again. I've still got some wood left. I thought I wasn't going to have enough when it got to a certain point last night, because I thought, oh, I'm going to end up proper loading it up. Because it picked up, did wind last night and rain, so any little gaps, I mean, not that there's many on this tent, but any little gaps you could feel a slight breeze coming through. If the stove were rocking and proper hot, then it would just helping the heat rotate, but if the stove died down a bit, you just felt a bit of a chill, so I kept it going. Oh, so yeah, just enjoying a coffee, guys. Oh, it's needed this morning. It's a nice little spot here. I haven't really been to this one before. I've been to a different one further through, where you see me with campfire, but this is just a little bit further up. It's a nice spot. I mean, I don't know how many tents I can fit in here. It's quite a weird woods is this, because it's all pine trees and a lot of the roots are just coming out at ground everywhere, so it's just all over the place. It's very rare there's flat spots. Yeah, there's no flat spots, so you sort of got to make do with what you can find. And I made this one work yesterday. Give it a bit of a clear and done. I'll definitely try this with another tent at some point. So yeah, I'm going to finish my coffee. I think for me it's going to be pack up time. Right, come on, let's get packed up. Cue the music. So that's the dreaded pack-up process completed. Leave no trace mentality. I've covered ground so you can't tell I've been there. Moved my wood to one side because I had quite a bit left from that. So I'll stash that for my next trip, and then it's less work for me, isn't it? If you're enjoying this content, give it a subscribe and you'll be notified when more videos drop. Give it a big thumbs up from me, guys. I really appreciate your help. It does help the channel a lot. And drop a comment, let me know what you think. And until next time, peace.